Top 10 most livable cities in the world, friends. That's right. Me, Billy J. Jack here, the Duke of Brisbane Town, and the Duke of Bachelors. I'd like to tell you all about this fancy survey that I did. The top 10 cities in the world to live. A lot of you folks are saying it ain't right. And I hear you. I do. And let's just start now with number 5. Right smack bang in the middle. Between 5 and 6 would be in the middle, but it's number 5. And that, my friends, is Adelaide Town, Australia. Who the fuck would ever think that Adelaide would be anywhere near the top 10, let alone the top 100 cities in the world to live in? Hey, it ain't even a real city. Adelaide. Well, I guess if you come from the wilds of Tasmania, Adelaide looks like a good place for you. But I don't even think it would, because I think Hobart would probably be better than Adelaide. Because you know why? There ain't nothing like Brisbane Town, friends. And Adelaide is cold. Also, look up that place called Snowtown. 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 Look it up. Oh yeah, Adelaide Town, number 5. So what do you think of that? Crazy, huh? Calgary also ranks as number 5. Okay. And that's in Canada. They got the Calgary up there in Alberta, I believe. It's also cold. Toronto. Toronto is apparently the 4th most livable city in the world. Number 4. Yeah. Here's just my opinion, and I could be wrong. Anyone who puts Toronto and Adelaide Town into the same list has just caused a break in the universe to occur, in the fabric of the universe and such. It's wrong. Toronto is probably more famous and bigger than Adelaide will be in 300 years' time. I'm just guessing. Next, Vancouver. Vancouver is also in the list, and it's number 3. That's in Canada. Vienna, Austria. Oh, well, it's not Australia, it's Austria. And this is Vienna, and it's number 2. There you go. So, Austria. That's famous. Vienna, because that's where Mozart used to play his music and such. Vienna, Austria. Okay. And number 1 is Melbourne Town. And this is where they got the survey all wrong. Is Melbourne the most livable city in the world, friends? You know, great schools, great climate, great infrastructure. Really? Here's what I'm hearing about Melbourne Town. So what if they got that funny street there with all the cafes and such? You get better service in a Starbucks. Also, the river is all brown and muddy, just like ours, but it's even smaller. So Brisbane Town should be even bigger on the number 1 and not Melbourne. Third, there ain't no infrastructure. Okay, they got trams and such, but they don't have no metro system like them fancy cities in Europe do, like Vienna does. So how the heck does Melbourne get it to be number 1? I don't understand. So, there's some of the top cities in the world, friends. And from what I understand, there are others on the list too. Like Sydney Town. How the heck Sydney got on the top 10, I don't know. Because Sydney is just the Balkans of Australia, friends. You can go from one suburb to the next and change languages. You can see all them fine folks commuting 2 hours a day in the traffic from their shack of sticks and bricks out there at the ass end of Penrith or some other ghetto on the North Shore, which they all think is fancy and such, and it's not. And they come in from Manly and that fancy beach up there, what's it called? The fancy beach everyone's talking about, Bondi Beach, right? Bondi Beach. No one cares about Bondi Beach. You're all a bunch of assholes. You think that's a real beach? You need to get out more, friends, and come to Surfers Paradise, the greatest beaches in Australia, right here in the Gold Coast, right near Brisbane Town, my home. And all you fancy pants people down there in Sydney who think you're special, you ain't. Brisbane town is the greatest city in the world, and we should be number one on this list all the way through to number 10. So, I don't think these surveys are any good. And I believe with these three cities, Adelaide, Melbourne, and Sydney town up there in the top 10, there's something not quite right about it. Could it be, as the people are saying, and I gotta be careful here because the black helicopters could come and get you all, get me too. But what I'm hearing is from my friends who are rich elites and such, just like me, but richer even, that there are so many people from overseas are pumping their money into the property investments and such in these cities. They got to keep them looking good in these surveys and keep the people coming, keep the population ponzi coming to these great cities. So people keep buying and buying, more pressure on the prices, make them look like the Bevan goods of the world so people think they're good. What a shame when they get to Adelaide and Melbourne and Sydney and they find out there ain't no jobs left because all them factories have packed up and left. Toyota, Ford, Holden, you name it. The Swedish manufacturer who made all them fancy washing machines and such, they're gone. What's the point? If you want to move here, unless you got millions of dollars already, you don't need to work. Maybe that's what these surveys are for. And also to keep the Ponzi going, keep the population Ponzi and the housing bubble going, so your kids can't afford to buy a house, a shack of sticks and bricks out there at the ass end of some ghetto suburb unless they spread their legs and become prostitutes for all the men around town and make lots of money that way, and then maybe they'll be able to afford something. Or otherwise they just have to leave because there ain't nothing left here and you can't afford a house. So, is that what the elites are doing with this survey? Well, I don't know. You tell Billy Jack the truth below. What do you think about this? Top 10 most livable cities in the world. Sounds like a bunch of horse shit to me, but hey, what the heck do I know? You tell Billy Jack the truth below. Please rate, subscribe, share the video, comment. Bye for now.